Forget the morning I truly woke up, and I don't mean just getting out of bed. It was 6:27 a.m. I was sitting on the edge of my mattress, scrolling endlessly on my phone. My eyes were swollen, my heart was restless, and my spirit just tired. The Fajr alarm had rung nearly 2 hours ago, but I'd snoozed it over and over again. My hijab lay crumpled on the chair, and my Qur'an, my beloved Qur'an, was collecting dust like a forgotten promise. And then something inside me cracked. A voice whispered in my chest, "Is this really how you want to meet your Lord?" That one sentence broke me, but it also saved me, because that was the moment that sparked a routine that changed my life. A routine that I now believe every Muslim woman needs to start today. Not because it's trendy, not because it's all over Instagram, but because your soul is starving, and only Allah can feed it. The first victory, waking up with intention, that's where it all began. The next morning, I didn't reach for my phone. I reached for the sky. I made wudu with freezing cold water, rubbing sleep and excuses from my face. I stood for Fajr, not to check off a religious box, but to check in with my heart. Wrapped in an old hijab, I sat on my prayer mat, tears falling silently, while the rest of the world was still asleep. And in that moment of stillness, I felt something I hadn't felt in months: peace. Fajr wasn't just a prayer anymore. It was a powerful declaration, thoughtful. Ya Allah, I choose you before I choose the world. 10 minutes with the Quran before the world steals you. Right after Fajr, I made myself a small, quiet promise. Just 10 minutes with the Quran. Not an hour, not perfection, just sincerity. One ayah a day. That morning I opened to, "Indeed, in the remembrance of Allah, do hearts find rest." Surah Ar-Ra'd 13:28. And I smiled through tears. It felt like Allah was speaking directly to me. And that's when it hit me. When your soul's first meal of the day is the words of Allah, your entire mood, mindset, and purpose shift. It's no comparison to feeding your heart with Instagram captions or news feeds. Get ready for the day with purpose. That day, I didn't get dressed for people. I got dressed with niyyah, with intention. I looked in the mirror and whispered, "Ya Allah, let me represent Islam with dignity today." Wearing hijab became less about the fabric and more about honor. I wasn't getting ready for the dunya, I was getting ready for Jannah. I made dua while applying lotion. I did zikr while scrambling eggs. It wasn't about being extra anymore. It was beautiful. It was filled with barakah. Every moment became a little prayer. Speak less, reflect more. That day, I made another conscious choice. I decided to speak less and reflect more. I avoided gossip. I turned off the endless scroll. I played Islamic reminders while folding laundry. When my nafs wanted to clap back or complain, I paused. I replaced chatter with Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Astaghfirullah. And do you know what that does to your heart after just one day? It softens it, it guards it, it anchors it, because our tongues can either elevate us or destroy us. And for far too long, mine had done both. Nightfall. The 5-minute meeting with your soul. That night, instead of collapsing into bed, I sat back on my prayer mat. No pressure, no performance, just me, the night, and my Lord. I whispered, "Ya Allah, I tried today. Maybe I failed, maybe I sinned, but I tried to remember you. Please, don't forget me." I scribbled down a short dua list. I thanked him for just one more day. And for the first time in what felt like forever, I felt whole. Not perfect, but present. What started to change? No, I didn't suddenly become perfect. I didn't memorize the Quran or transform into someone flawless overnight. But I became anchored. I became present. I became me again. I laughed more. I judged less. I cried, not from stress, but from softness. The Quran started feeling like love letters instead of rules. My hijab started feeling like armor, not a burden. My salah became my safe place, not my obligation. We don't need more productivity hacks. We need more sincerity. We don't need fancy 3-hour routines. We just need 10 minutes of connection. Start with one thing. One prayer on time. One ayah in the morning. One honest dua at night. Start your day with Allah and watch how your life transforms. Every Muslim woman, whether she's young or old, working or studying, married or single, needs this routine. Not because Islam demands perfection, but because your soul deserves peace. So start today. Start small, but just start. Because the moment you do, I promise, you'll meet the version of yourself you've been making dua for all along.